In progress.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group A. We'll be present about errors with article and error with superlative and comparative. But before that, I would like to introduce our group member. First one is Clara Nindya Ningrum. Second one is Radifa Zaharatul Uma. And the last one is me, M.fachri. Alright, the first material is about errors with article will be explained by Radifa Zaharatul Uma. So to Radifa, time is yours.
Fahri, aku yang jelasin pertama, Fahri.
Okay, sorry. The first material will be explained by Clara and Dianingrum. So to Clara, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, moderator. So I would like to explain the material about error with the articles. So there are three basic use of the article to be that we should be aware of. The first one is definite article of the second one is indefinite articles of a or an, and the third is no article. Okay, next slide. So indefinite article of the is used before singular, plural, and non-count nouns when one has a specific person, place, things, or concept in mind, like the oranges, the table, or the ring. The second one is indefinite article of a or an. A or an is used before singular nouns when one doesn't have a specific person, place, thing, or concept in mind. For the example is an orange, a table, or a cat. While the no article is used before non-count nouns or plural nouns when one doesn't have a specific person, places, things, or concept in mind. For the example, like orange, oranges, fruit, chair, and etc. Okay, next. So there are some specific rules. Uh, the first one is an indefinite article can be used to mean one. It also used to mean per. And for the example is a half, a quarter, a third, and a tenth. And for the mean for per is like a mile a minute, which mean one mile per minute. And next is a definite article is used when there is only one example or thing or person, or when the identity of the thing or person is clear, like the moon went behind the clouds. So it means like there is only one moon. Another example like please open the door. It means like you know which door that the I mean. And next is a definite article is usually used before this expression of the time and position, like in the morning, the afternoon, and the evening. And when we say night, so there is no article has been used. Another example like the past, the present, and the future. Next slide. So next is a definite article comes before a singular noun that is used as a representative of the entire class of things. So for the example, like the tiger is the largest cat, or the herd pumps blood. So the next rules is a definite article is used before expression with a ordinal number, and while when we say the expression with cardinal number, there is no article use, like the first it is expression with ordinal number, while the expression with cardinal numbers is 1. The next rules is a definite article is used before decades and centuries, like the 50s and the 21st century. The next rules is a definite article is usually used before superlative forms of adjective. For the example is the widest river, the most important decision. Okay. The next rules is a definite article is used when an adjective is used without a noun to mean people who are. For the example, like both of the young and the old will enjoy this movie, or the poor have many problems. The next rules is a definite article is used before a noun or a plural noun when it is followed by a modifier. While the while when used these nouns, it's use it doesn't have to it doesn't use the article. For the example, like the rice that I bought today is is in the bag, or rice is a staple in many countries. Okay, the next rules is a definite article is used before the name of a field of study followed by an of praise. If a if a field is used alone or is preceded by an adjective, no article is used. Like the literature of the 20th. Uh, when we don't use the article like is the literature century. Okay, next. The next rules is definite article are used before the formal names of nations, states, and cities. These usually contain of praise. No article are used before the common names of nation, state, and cities. For the example, like uh, when we write the formal names of nation, it can be the United States of America. When we don't use the article, it's like America. The next rules is definite article are used before most plural geographic names, the names of group of lakes, mountains, and island. No article is used before the name of individual lakes, mountain, and island. For the example, like the Great Lakes. So when we say the names of individual lakes is like Lake Powell. So I think that's all from me. So my partner will continue the material.
Right, thank you to Clara. And next material about incorrect article choice will be explained by Radifa. So Radifa, time is yours.
Okay, in the written expression section, there are three main types of error involving articles. The first is incorrect article choice. One of the most common error is the use of in a place of an or vice versa. Fortunately, this is also the easiest type of error to detect. Another error is a or an used in place of the or the in the place of a or an. Let's we see the sample item. Next. Okay. Eclipse of the sun may be either total or partial. The option is A, eclipse, B, the sun, and C, either D, partial. So, and must be the correct answer is A, because and must be used before a noun beginning with a vowel, sounds such as a, eclipse. And the next example. Roseburg was a first woman in the history of California to serve on the state Supreme Court. So the correct answer is the false is a first because in a first with an ordinal number such as first, the definite article the must be used, not a. Okay. The second main type of error involving article is incorrect omission or inclusion of an article. So sometimes an article is used when none is needed or one is omitted when one is required. Okay, let me see the first sample item. Slag consists of waste material and impurities which rest to top of melt metals. So the false one is C to top. So the definite article the should not top off. Okay, we see the second sample item. The most asteroids are beyond the orbit of the planet Mars. So the false one is A, the most. Definite articles are used only before quantity expression that contain of phrases. So most asteroids or most of the asteroid are both correct in this sentence. Okay, let's we see the last main type of error involving article. C, use of a definite article in a place of a possessive. A definite article may be incorrectly used it his, her, or their. Let's we see the sample item. The Ozark Mountains of Ancasas are famous for the rugged beauty. The wrong one is D. The should correctly read there because the sentence refers to the beauty belonging to the Ozark Mountain. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. Back to moderator.
Okay, thank you to Ravipa. So that's all for us about materials. Uh, what materials? Errors with articles. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.